Hey everybody, what's up? It's your boy. Welcome back to the Back and Forth channel. I'm your host, Secret Guy. We are back with the final installment of this exciting 4-pack that's led us down all these different trails. We have gone through, let me see, Ultra Magnus, Autobot Bumper, Horrible, and now, lastly, Nemesis Prime. We have made it to the final installment. Oh, you know what? I'm going to do a quick little shout out. I met somebody in the community the other day who's having a birthday when I'm going to be dropping this, or maybe shortly before or just shortly thereafter. Happy birthday, Dino. What is up, bro? How you doing? Happy birthday. Hope your birthday was amazing. Everybody that's having a birthday or has a birthday coming up or just missed one, happy birthday to y'all too. Happy birthday to everybody. Welcome to the Back and Forth channel. Everybody slide that thumb down, like the video before you even have seen it. Sub to that channel, crush the noti bell so you find out when these videos come out next, and all that other fun stuff. Share, comment downstairs. Anybody who guesses what the next Transformer is in the comments downstairs will get a free prize from the channel. Yet to see anybody claim it. Crazy. So let's get into this. Awesome, beautiful. There goes that. That's what I like to do with the weapons anyway, so perfect. He's got his axe, and let's take a look at that. It's got some nice translucent red there. It's got nice detail, couple different, I think, 5mm posts along the sides. And then it's got this size here, but then also does this. Sponsored by Extends. So we've also got that. And so that is nice and extends beautifully. So there's his axe. It actually is quite nice. It really does look quite nice. And so we'll put that over there. And then he also has a removable light set that goes on the top. So he can be with the police or not with the police. So I'm just going to make it known right now. Okay, so here is the figurine. That front looks nice. Very nice sculpt. I love the red windows, the red tint to the windows. I gotta say though, if you're gonna make these windows this, make these windows this. Or if you're gonna make these windows this, make these windows this, but make it consistent. Come on, y'all. This teal is pretty nice. This wheel set is something I've heard talk about a lot. It's bonkers. There is big, tiny instead of, I absolutely would have rather them see them get rid of this and just have big, I guess, and not have one here, which would look kind of weird. But if anything, they should have had the same size wheels. These wheels are too big. They should be between this size and this size, in my opinion. And then there should be 3 of them. But I get what they're going for here, this kind of armored, bumpered, animated look. So it does, keeping consistent with that. This isn't crazy as well. The fact that it just has his feet folded up here on the back of him. Again, it would look much cleaner if it was just that. But it has this, his waistband, his foot waistband. Bottom's not too bad. Certainly not too hollow anyway. And you know how we do on the Back and Forth channel. Let's do it. Let's go. So the first thing you want to do is, coming from this way to the other way, is you want to open this part up first, the front. So that's just going to clip out. And I've noticed there's quite a few pieces that are locked in with these these kind of press fit nubs. And they love to come off of this figure. This one does. And there's another piece that does that too. We'll take a look. So fold this down. Hi. And then lift this up and back. Untab these legs and fold them down. Just to get that kind of out of the way for now. And then we're going to go over to this part, I think. No. Yeah, I thought we did this last. See, these are the other ones that like to pop out. They're supposed to just tab up, and they love to pop out because this is supposed to be not in the way. Okay, so I do remember that. So unclick these that you had to make sure were clicked in before you decide to lift those up. And then you can start looking at these arms. You want to fold them up like so. And then I think we're just going to leave them like that for now. So fold them up like so, like that, and leave them up for now. Hello. We're going to go around to the back and get these legs taken apart. So they just unclip like so. Second side, easy ride. Bring them down like this. Separate them here. You don't actually have to separate them there, but we've already done that. Come to this side, and you want to bring these feet up so that you can slide this whole assembly like so. And then you want to bring this leg down like that. And then there's a tab right there that's going to clip into this hole here. When you bring it, oh, and a double hinge down here. So slide that double hinge down, bring that over, and that goes in just like that. Snap these feet back and up, and that's one leg done. Second side, easy ride. So let's do the same thing again. Bring this foot down, which allows this to go like this and snap into place here first. Then, oops, then this whole assembly comes up and around, snaps into place there, and this foot comes back and up. Boom! Straighten these legs out a bit, starting to look like a transformer. Then you take this whole section and you turn it around like that. While we're here, we're going to bring that backpack down, and we're starting to see a Nemesis Prime. Okay, so these, you want to bring this down like that, and you can just swing the arm like that. I find that to be the best way. So I'm going to do that again because it's kind of off camera. So what I did was brought this section down, brought this arm up, and swung it down like so. I find that to be the easiest method. So let's do it again on the other side. Let's bring this section down, bring this arm up, swing it 180, and there you go. And then I'm just going to lift them outwards like this. Get myself some clearance for... What are you doing? Bring that down. Bring this whole section down. Something doesn't feel right here. There we go. Okay, so that chest piece just folds into place. And I think these side pieces just kind of go in there like that, I think. I feel like they were supposed to... Yeah, no, that looks right. Okay, and then on the back, bring this backpack in, and that grabs these pieces right there and holds them in place, his rib cage, if you will. And then his hands are tucked away in the arms, just in here. Swing those fists out, bring the whole thing back up, and just swing the arm back down. And they actually come out in the right position, which I like. I like little things like that. You don't have to turn them or anything. Take out those teal fists. Just kidding. Each to their own. Each to their own. Teal fists. It is, my man. It is all good. And boom! There is one awesome looking, fantastic looking Nemesis Prime. And of course, stacks on stacks on stacks duty. He does stand for said stacks on stacks on stacks duty. Kind of messed that one up. And then we can put his police sirens. Nope, definitely not police lights. And his axe. You can actually pop into a couple different places, just like this. And there you go. There you have him. Let's take a close look at him. Great looking knees. You know, that's a guy who's going to do a lot of work on the ground and have no damage the next day. I like to see that. Protect those patellas. Again, you know, this chest molding is really nice. The head sculpt. He looks like a mean machine. I like it. This logo is clean. It's you know, to me, I can see it as pretty purple, but I'll admit that under this light, it really looks pink. Very, very pink, which with the whole Nemesis paint scheme, it really does go. I like where it's placed. I would probably add a few more symbols to it, not just one. I don't like the one. Okay, and here we got this side, and here we got this side. The back. Those are some serious fist holes. And yeah, he's quite a weighty figure, quite a large figure. And given that he's in robot mode here, I think it would be an ideal time to do a size comparison. So we should probably just go ahead and do that. Now I'm going to reach over. I had one, went to sit back, and there's a massive chub behind me that I almost crushed. Sorry, Boots. Cat is asleep behind me. That's so cute that he wanted to be near me. Or maybe he's just cold. Size comparison this video is BAM! Wait, no, you know, I want to say I use this. Reverse the size comparison. Size comparison today is BAM! And who knows which micro cassette this is. But this is the size comparison, and as you can see, he's quite a large boy. All right, size comparison it is. Comment downstairs if y'all know what it is. So let's move this out the way, and let's go back and forth, because that's how we get down on the channel. So let's start with the feetsies. Let's open those up, bring them down on that double hinge, and then just go ahead, unclip this, which is going to let this whole assembly slide down. And then you can bring this up on this double hinge so that it locks this leg in this position, like so. Some angles of that, okay? And then this whole piece declips, unclips from where we hinged it, and just move it 90 degrees out of the way. Second side, easy ride. Let's see what we've learned. a little work in silence, and then break that there. Then you can kind of turn it around and slide this little key into this hole here, like that, just to keep it nice and snug. Then we can, I think we're going to come up here and get these hands put away. And they just go like this, flap down, fold in, and go right back in. So once again, the whole apparatus comes down, fist goes up, and disappears. Ooh, that's a satisfying click. Me likey. I like that a lot. So move these arms up, I believe. Let's move this backing pack up and out of the way. I think you want to come back here and just give these a light Sir Clickington. You want those to be kind of out of the way. And again, they absolutely love to come out. Don't be scared. That doesn't look like it's in, right? Neither of them do. This one isn't in, is it? Man, these things make me nervous that they come out that easy. Anyways, back to what we were doing. These are popped up like that. And now we're going to turn this whole portion like this. Like that. Okay. And then we're going to start, kind of mess this up, but we'll be okay. We'll get there. We're going to undo this chest piece, which also comes off very easily. And we're going to start to work on these arms. So kind of like we got here, I'm going to flip them back up and out like this. Then bring this section up somewhat. And you can start to see that if you turn this way, make sure these are all straightened up. There's a hole here and a tab here. Now they should click into place really nice on this double hinge here. This side of mine doesn't as well. This side does, but it does all work out in the end. So as you can see, should sit like that and actually snap into place to do that. and mine does this. Cool, man. But we'll deal with that in a second. So let's go to the other side. I'm going to lift this up actually. We're going to swing this like this and then lift this whole thing. No, like this. It already was in the right position. So like that. And then bring this down like that. And then bring that tab in right there. Okay, so that's that side done. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So we are going to flip this arm. Nope. How did I get here? The arm was like this. So we're going to lift this up slightly, spin it like this, so that now we can do the foldy, and see how that one did? See how that one snapped together and just no gap there at all? So that is annoying. And if I had to guess why it's doing that, my guess is there's some flash. If I took this apart on this hinge, this plastic hinge, that's causing it not to want to sit the way it should and come all the way down. But again, I figured out a fix. So again, let's put this down, and then there is a little tab right there that you want to be in there in order for this to be sitting flush and everything to close nicely. Okay, so we got that. We're going to move that out of the way. Let's finish these legs. So these just come up like this and snap right into place like that. They should look like that and be there. Be in that position. Second side, easy ride. Let's take a look at how we did that. That's it. Done. I like to kind of readjust these feet to make sure they're sitting nice and level. This thing came apart. No big deal. Okay, so that's the legs done. Now we can bring this up for now. It's going to eventually snap into those holes up there, those twin holes. But first, I like to kind of get this part ready. I just like to get it over, and it just kind of slides over like that. And I use the sides here to get it into a happy place. There. So that's nice. Once that's kind of where it needs to be, now I like to lift these legs into place. I will set it on the ground personally, and then kind of push it down a bit so that it all sits the way it's supposed to. So again, that little gap that it wants to show up there, I'm just going to hold that closed, push down on the top of the cab, because this part I've heard is very finicky. And if you have these straight, this, and this is inside into the sides on both sides how it should be, then bring this hinge all the way up, and it wants to press fit into this part on both sides before the top clips in. So you can kind of, I'll show you what I mean. See that? See how that wants to push into there? And then the top will just want to go of its own accord. And there you go. That's about the easiest time I've ever had with it. I've done it a few times now, but bam, there you go. Let's keep this video under 20 minutes, shall we? Folks, there is animated, I think animated Nemesis Prime, but for sure Nemesis Prime from the Age of the Primes 4-pack. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you've enjoyed this content, make sure you sub. Become part of this family while we're growing. Become part of this family. We want you here for sure. If you haven't been told recently, love ya. Secret Guy out.